Oh, everyone, guess who forgot to do their job quest and is doing it now?
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm still talking something smaller. I'm also being attacked. It reminds me of that one mobile app ad where it's like, we're under attack!
Oh god, that's an entire genre.
Sickly, thank you so much for the sub.
Yeah, welcome in Butterfly and Sith. It's good seeing you in and glad that you guys are having good days. We're just continuing Final Fantasy XIV with Socks over here, and the cat person to the further left is Spirit, who's joining in for a little bit of commentary later for a bit of fun.
Hello. I'm one of Chess's stream mods. It's great to be here.
Hell yeah, it's great having you on.
My audio levels are all
judging.
over the place.
Good.
I'm judging Brett for not doing his job quests.
Hello.
Butterfly says hi to everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
Sickly. Hello, Spirit. Hello, Gooby. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Gooby.
Say Butterfly.
Yeah, Mount Butterfly Fox.
Hi, dear. How are you? Hi, Gooby. How are you? I'm going to do the street tea really quick, and then I'll meet you back up for the Lord of the Inferno.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can just do all the job quests here, because maybe it's quick and isn't going to bump me into the actual map.
I mean...
I can dream. Thanks for the screaming of bread, Sith. But yeah, no, the day being filled with dark humor memes and other nonsense. Yeah, I'm just going to reserve my right not to think about that and move on with things. But it's been a
They all
time.
stood in an AoE. How am I supposed to heal them? They all stood in an AoE. Oh, they're dead.
Very carefully.
With healer quests, sometimes it's hard to tell because sometimes you're supposed to keep people alive, and then some people, sometimes you just like they're supposed to die, and I never know which one it is.
Yeah, they could at least raise like a death flag or two. Like, you know, just a couple dialogue lines, speech bubbles pop up that I can't wait to get home to see my girlfriend after all this time. That way you know not to heal them.
I feel like there's way too much stuff going on in this little instance of mine.
Yeah, I suppose it's just a necessary feature to make sure that healers are filled with the proper wrath of an angry god that is needed to successfully heal high-level content.
Everything's attacking me. This is actually kind of stressful.
Just heal. Heal with all of your hate for your idiot party members.
It's not even healing. It's like a combination of. Oh, I should probably stand in that. Oh, I guess not. Okay. I don't know. Why am I more stressed about this than current content raiding?
Because with current content, you actually have all your abilities.
True.
And a team of people to yell at.
True.
Also, why for my job quest do I have to take... Okay, I thought it said 20 tusks from wild boars, but it's only 10. Like, still only getting one at a time. Does my character just not understand how pairs work, or did they specifically request right tusks?
I got through it. That was the most difficult thing I've done in this game.
No, the most difficult thing you've done in this game so far this stream.
Oh, true.
My return point's still set to the golden saucer, so good luck.
Okay. I'm wrapping up my job quest, and then we can go back to story whenever you're done.
Yeah, the problem is I feel with like melee and physical, like non-magic jobs, no, just job quests in general, they always have like the setup of do this one thing, okay, do this other thing, okay, you've thought you finished the trial, but we have one more thing for you to do. And like, I guess it's fair enough because it wants to make sure that you're doing like level appropriate. Oh shoot, I've run out of boars. This is a problem, so I'm going to...
Sorry. Thank you, Auden, for the sub.
Oh, boar. Get it. Okay, I'm
Auden, thank you for 25 months. Holy cow, that's so long.
Oh, wow, it's a lot of months.
I know. I have old blood in my channel.
It's a very long autumn.
That's 25 years.
25
right.
years! I believe it.
That sub's old enough to drink.
I've known Autumn since Autumn was a baby. Autumn subbed. Autumn was born and then was like, I need to sub to Chess Fable.
Well, yeah, that's how everyone subs to Chess Fable. They get a free sub with their birth certificate. It's up to them on whether or not they want to continue it through life.
My first act as a living creature, subbing to Chess Fable.
Hey, Botanical, how are you?
Literally my first words out of the womb.
Things are going. Best sound alert I have ever found was one that is literally just a second-long clip yelling, "Bread!" Wait. Oh god, there's more. I'm just going to... Punching primals in the face is easier. I'm teleporting to Camp Drybone. Good? Oh, that's
Okay.
good to hear.
I'm glad you all agree, chat.
Alright, Thankred.
He's
Alright,
been staring at me for a while. We're going to talk to him?
yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Violence is never the answer. It's the solution.
Oh, he's telling us to rest. Oh, well, we just took
Ah.
a long rest, don't worry.
We're fine. Behold, body set of the minds.
Oh, he did. He's apologizing for arriving too late.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
We were complaining about that last time. We were like, where
Yeah,
were you?
we were very put out. We were almost upset with you. Take a rest and relax. But he also says to pray return to the walking sands. We can do one or the other, Thancred. One or the other.
Well, at least that's why we have the tickets now.
Yeah.
Right, bye, Thancred. See you later.
The yelling bread redeem encapsulates what I feel every time I join the stream. Chad is just yelling at me now. I love it. Wait, what redeem?
Take this
Oh,
class
collab mitosis. Yeah, let me get another bread body out here. I suppose I could drop that down to just a regular mitosis, but it's a bit more expensive so that so that I'm
I forgot
not
what that was.
tabbing out. Wait, where do we go? Ah.
We're gonna go to the Waking Suns.
Oh, by the way,
that's why I was trying to forget.
Brad, your stream category is still a FF5, by the way.
Oh,
You mean this isn't FF5? Which? This is 16, right?
I was
16?
uh,
Oh, I need to look away.
was
I'm trying
nine.
to avoid spoilers for the next year.
I was 9 Final Fantasies off. I was
Hi, Nate. Welcome to stream.
wasn't even close.
Close enough.
Close enough. If I got 4, then that would have been even closer. They love that game.
think this is a voiced cutscene.
First Bubbles on voice, so
Oh,
I'll at least
okay.
read Thancred. My late arrival nearly cost the player his life. Wasn't there when the Amal Zhao took him prisoner. Wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse for the fact he should never have had to face such danger alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all.
Oh,
Holy
it's done is done, Thancred.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Don't blame yourself for every...
Oh,
You failed us all, Thancred. You let us all down. We're really disappointed.
Yeah, it's so good to see you again. I'm reading Minfilius.
Right, I forgot because Skink, you took me completely off guard in the best way of that. Impeccable timing, my friend. Just finished regaling Minfilla with your heroic exploits.
Thancred's told me everything. You've done well to return to us.
The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation, as we suspected that Amal Jab undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit.
Nor is this tale limited to Aldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Laminsa and Gredonia of late.
Dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists through creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require more concentrated sources of aether, crystals.
It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal.
Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether.
However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes.
The primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they're not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, process to which you yourself were subjected.
Even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We do not know the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why.
Recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, one that fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding.
I share your concern. My presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Orcs, or bread. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn of the identity of the hero who failed Ifrit, I fear you'll have nary a moment to yourself.
Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that they are all to be put to death. The flames who you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there are any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope you'll continue to stand with us, Static. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses people suffered. Till next time! Wow, they really go, like, full zombie infectee on people tempered. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Luswal would never have allowed this to happen. Have to do better. Have to be stronger.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so whenever people come in contact with any kind of primal, and that's why primals are such an issue, they just become mindless worshipping zombies. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound nice? Don't they sound like VTubers?
The primal pipeline. First you start dabbling in a little religion. Then you get introduced to the concept of primals. You hang out around a few for some bit. You think, oh, that looks cool. I wonder how they do it. You summon one, and then you end up becoming tempered.
It's like that one meme all the VTubers use where it's like, hey, you want to join my religion? And there's just a picture of them.
Small price to pay for salvation.
Hey, Cass, thanks for lurking. Hope you had a good day and a good Diablo stream.
Alright, I'm taking the next quest. Something about our newfound fame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like
already
primals and tempering is a commentary on celebrity fandom.
A little bit. I'm gonna read Minfilia again.
Oh shoot, I accidentally skipped ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. We could just kind of summarize it. So we beat Ifrit and now we're famous.
Right. Yeah, sorry, just to keep how much I'm tapping in and out of game to a minimum, I've raised the price on mitosis.
People have come to see us. Oh, right. This is where we choose our growing company. It's not a big deal, really. You just kind of pick your favorite city.
Big decision. Because on one hand, we have pirates. On the other hand, Uldot does have the gold saucer.
Very true.
And I guess Gridania's there as well.
Well, we are from Gridonia.
Good point. Might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people.
I'm sure when ARR was just the base game, this was a much bigger deal. It stops mattering after Heaven's Ward, I think. This is like all three branches of the US military coming to your high school, and all are trying to recruit you.
Like
That's
right
exactly
then and there.
Yeah.
Right in that moment.
We heard about your GPA, and they all came running.
We heard about your GPA. Get in the car, loser. We're going.
Got a GPA of 0.9. You're perfect for the Marines.
Defeat Ifrit, have a 4.0 GPA. Same thing.
I mean, close enough. It's practical experience on the job.
I have a purple pass in my GPA. That's a raiding joke. For you raiders out there, that one's for you. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
I take it I accidentally skipped ahead through the cutscenes.
Oh, it's okay. It's all about like grand companies and joining a grand company and whatever else. And it's just there's not much story here.
Yeah.
It's just introducing this content.
Fact that, hey,
Oh, and also she's giving us a Link Pro, which is like a cell phone kind of.
Ah. And I really should have picked up the Fisher before this stream. The bays are calling.
Fishing stream when? It's all just fishing. I don't think fishing in 14 is very fun.
Nah.
Some people love it.
As far as fishing systems go, it's kind of like...
It's one of them.
It certainly is one of them. It's a little bit better than, like, Harvest Moon fishing. Not as good as Stardew Valley. I'm one of the few people who actually likes that system. Shoot me. But not the best.
I'm gonna pick the Maelstrom because they have the best outfits.
Oh, I never actually did that.
Are you still in the cutscene?
No, I just left the room.
Oh yeah, I think you talked to Tottery.
Yeah.
And then Tottery lets you make a decision.
Ah.
Oh, we have to go to all the places. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
We have to attend the Remembrance service. This is kind of important, I think.
Okay.
In terms of story, it's like mildly important. I'm gonna go to Gridonia first.
Okay. I'm on my way there as well. And Ethernet. Amphitheater.
I don't remember if these are voiced or not.
And caught up. Alright, let's do this.
If they're not voiced, we can kind of skim through them.
Yeah.
They just tell you the backstories of the... Oh, okay, they are voiced.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Perfect. Take 5.
Yeah, everybody eat a snack. We're gonna listen to this.
Step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood, fearful of the Green Wrath. They hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
Hello, dear. Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome, welcome.
Of our civilization. And soon they would
Hi, dear. How are you?
of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of
Oh, it's these two.
Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Oh, well, enjoy your stream.
There.
What you streaming?
Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents colors represent the unity between Hyur and Elysin. An elegant symbol. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I can definitely hear the French in the
Accordance
Elysin
with the
with the
Elementals,
voice
we
cutscene.
have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
Hey Kevin, thanks for the lurk. Have a nice
It
morning.
was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzea.
Oh shoot, it's a voice cutscene. I can't just drop out. How did I get up there?
I think you're ahead of me.
Proved the bloodiest battle in
Probably.
recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the highways without fear.
Keep on.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
I think a lot about Connie Summon's hair. How does that work? It's like
Yeah.
a weird, gigantic braid.
Yeah, I suppose it's if you have if you like braid both sides down, braid them together and like braid
It looks
more
like a
hairs.
potato cake.
Holy shit, you're right. It's a latke bun.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on the Realm Reborn voice actors.
Reborn. I don't know. I just listened to Alice and I was like, oh, that's not Alice.
Like you were fired and replaced by someone better.
I don't know, because a lot of the voices they had in ARR are talented voice actors. I think it was just the direction.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like really stilted delivery, which can come from direction.
It was mainly direction, considering the fact that A Realm Reborn was made within 2 years. That they had to
Yeah.
remake an entire MMO within 2 years. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the voice acting we hear is their first take. Like, they sat down,
Yeah.
they read the script cold, and then they were like, good, put it in the game.
Yeah, I'd understand if they didn't have the time for that. They were the crunchiest of crunches ever.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it as just, okay, get this clear
Permit me.
and then get to the next page as fast as possible.
And my sister.
We're a very long way from meeting Aymeric. But when we do get to Aymeric, you'll notice it's the same voice actor. You'll notice the way that he speaks in ARR and the way that he speaks in Heavensward is totally different. He sounds almost like a different person, but it's just the difference in direction.
Yeah, that's the clearest form. Also, I just want to point out that Elfinod saying, I knew from a glance you were a fellow traveler. You were on the cart into this town with me. Do you just not remember?
We shared an Uber.
In his defense, I think Alphino meets a lot of people. It takes a lot to stand out with him.
Oh, Mr. Worldwide over here. Okay.
He's a world traveler.
We also got jumped. I think I could remember vaguely the person in the Uber with me. If like
There's so much.
Does he just get jumped all the time? Is this boy going down every street and getting mugged?
Oh, my face. My face is having a moment. I'm fine. Okay, so he's given us more exposition on Gridonia. I have to skip it. I know about Gridonia, but you can read all of it if you want.
I already skipped through because yeah,
he's just telling us about his feelings. All right, I'm going to go to Uldar next.
All right.
Aymeric. I love Aymeric, but a very, very long time until we meet him. We have a whole thing to get through.
We have a whole thing. Yes. Right, I'm probably going to be a bit late because I am still cheap and just teleport to the Golden Saucer because home point.
That's fair. I've got quite a bit more money. I'd give you some, but free trial.
Yeah. Although I do have 51,000, so there's not really an excuse.
Nate said, Gridonia, we are the seers that speak for the trees. The trees want to murder everyone. Truer words. Alright, I'm going to start my cutscene because it's another long one.
Right, I'll catch up and probably skip the end of... oh, it's just right the heck over there.
I have to say this, and some of you will understand. Look at both of his arms. Aren't the stuff on his arms cool?
Oh
He
my
has such
god.
cool arms.
Yeah, all that tattoo patterning.
Yeah, look at the giant ball on his arm.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen this in so long. This is a sight to behold.
Wasn't that cool when he held both of his arms out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways. I really did. I did say that with my whole mouth.
What's the term for... it's not a death flag, but like a dismemberment flag when someone is very, very clearly...
I'm just really excited to see both of his arms.
It's such a rare sight. We haven't seen this in forever.
I haven't seen this for so long.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, the
Alphino is such a grumpy Redditor.
He would be on Reddit.
He would be. He like I think the whole fandom of 14 recognizes that Alphino is our local Redditor.
For a
Yoshi
moment
P
there,
himself said it.
Yeah, Yoshi P himself called him a Redditor.
I thought you were going down that with all of the 14 fandom recognizes him as one of us.
I stay off of Reddit, but a couple of people have sent me Reddit posts in the past of people complaining about my gameplay on Reddit.
Yours specifically.
Well, it was never because of me, but they would take like screenshots of the party, and I was in the party.
Oh.
It's quite silly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Reddit's a mess right now. Reddit was always a mess, Sith. It was a dumpster fire, but for a while it was a fun type that you could roast marshmallows over without worrying too much about the microplastics. Now it's just roasting plastics. Oh, the potato looks so sad.
Oh, you know who voices Raubon here?
No? Who?
The singer of Shadowbringers and To the Edge and Rules of Nature.
Wow, they got him away from Soken that long?
Yeah. He's been around for way longer than people thought.
Yeah.
I will say, voice actors that did stay all the way until current content are most of the voice actors for the nation leaders.
Except him.
Except him.
Yeah. He went on to sing Shadowbringers.
You could say he needed a new right hand.
He just wanted to try his hand at something different.
Yeah. He needed a little hand.
And from what I've heard about
It
this,
cost him an arm and a leg.
yeah, like a move like that costs an arm and a leg, but from what I've heard, you gotta hand it to him. Like, give him a hand. He did good.
To the 5 people who Raubon is their favorite character, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I actually think it's really cute when they do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of Lalafels, but I do really like Nanamo.
I really like Nanamo.
Oh, yeah. The best potato.
The way he's holding his arm out is actually he's a falcon.
It's so cool. I like, just in terms of design, I just think this juxtaposition was such a good idea.
Yeah. I also think, like, at any point he could also use her as a weapon. Like she's willing. Like he throws her a little bit, but she lands in his palm, and he just chucks her at 60 miles an hour.
That's what the other pauldron's for. It's a mask for the Sultana if she ever has to throw her.
Puts the little horns on her and yeets her. That's how they keep Uldar safe.
Yeah.
How about I throw this nation leader at you? How about that?
She has the trust of the nation behind this throw.
He just latches onto their face and starts smacking the hell out of them.
See if he acknowledges that we defeated it. I don't think he does.
Oh, that.
Okay.
I just jumped off the balcony. There was an edge guarding there. I thought there was.
Oh no!
It's okay. I only broke nothing, actually.
Oh, good. The nice thing about this game is that you don't die from fall damage unless you're in combat.
Yeah, that's...
If you're in combat, don't jump. But if
Don't
you
jump.
if you aren't in combat, you can jump wherever you want.
Unless you're in Eureka.
Unless you, yeah, well, that's very far off.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in Eureka just for that.
You need to, because if you die on the edge of a cliff, you're way harder to find, and people need to manually make their way to your corpse to resurrect you.
Ah.
Do a flip.
Oh, hey, and don't worry, I disabled that redeem to keep me in bread mode for this stream. So good luck! And also, hello, good seeing you today. Just on the last of these remembrance ceremonies.
Yeah, I think part of this is to give you a little bit of background to the Grand Companies. Like, these are the militias that you'll be joining.
Yeah, and a little bit more exposition on the
cities
aftermath.
themselves. Yeah. I have a really soft spot for Merle Webb, because if you are a fan of the Dragon Age series, you'll recognize her voice.
Hey, Botanical, tell me if you recognize this person's voice.
Hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
If she beats Elfinod to explaining what the banner means and he's just pouting, that would be perfect.
She looks him dead in the eyes. She's like, I'm going to do it.
That's what you get for downvoting my post on Reddit, nerd.
From humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Okay, but props to the voice actor that just did it with his chest. Har, har, har.
Stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
Hydaelyn is also a Dragon Age voice, right?
The voice of Hydaelyn is Aveline from Dragon Age 2.
Yeah.
And together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano.
And what do you mean I'm on the sus list for moldy bread? Not my fault your bread went moldy, Ace. The mold was on me. I'm the victim here.
I swear to you, no army ever fought hard.
But have you considered?
Yet many of our...
No.
Probably not.
Join me now.
Okay.
I'm sure Alphino has.
I'm sure he has.
He's writing the twit longer
Wow,
right now.
they are so tiny among this crowd of Rogadins.
They are very small.
Why are they in the middle?
Shot people up front, didn't they hear?
The funniest thing is the second, like when I got back into this game, I decided to play a Lalafell because I thought it'd be hilarious, and I started in Limsa.
Oh,
First person I talked to, I could fit in their boot, and I was laughing about it for a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It is so funny just how much gravitas being a Lalafell takes out of everything.
It would take like 6 Lalafells on each other's shoulders to get taller than a Milrow.
I think that's lowest.
Maybe 7.
Maybe 8.
It's like, why aren't the twins on each other's shoulders or maybe repeatedly jumping, trying to see what's going on up front?
Hilarious.
Despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
Thinking about it, none of the nation's leaders do I particularly dislike. I think they're all pretty likable characters.
Yeah.
Both in design and personality.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like picking a favorite is just down to what type of personality you like better.
I don't know that I've ever like had a favorite out of the three. I like them all three for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate, you're right. For original ARR characters, they're really good.
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
They just did a good job with design, because even if you can pick a favorite, it's hard to admit that they're not like perfect for their representative area.
Did get a decent snack, thank you. Yeah, they are. Hi, Palm. I hope you're doing well, dear. Well, yeah, because Nate, they are kind of mechanisms of the story. Hi, Hearty. Hello, hello. Thank you for the look.
Okay, so we have
now
Leviathan and Primal, or Leviathan and Titan here. Both should be fun.
Pray return to the waking sands.
Got 9 of these tickets left.
I did. I specially asked for Coca-Cola because I don't normally drink soda, but I just really wanted some Coca-Cola. So one of Series Owls went out and not only got me Coca-Cola, but got me like 7 gallons of it. And I was like, I will never in my life drink much Coca-Cola.
Like in a milk jug, right? He brought them in a milk jug, right?
Actually, not too far off. Because it wasn't from the store. It was from a restaurant. Just like huge things of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they got the child-sized cup. It's roughly the size of a small child.
He brought the whole. He stole the truck.
It just broke a window and put like a gas station fill handle through. There's your Coke.
Yeah, that's my new canon. Coke trucks are not full of like stocks of cans and bottles. It's just the whole bed is just full of Coke.
Just brought a tanker.
Yep, stick a straw into it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we should. Let's steal a Coke truck together, Palm.
Jack and Coke is a good combination, but there's like
it'd be a fun live stream. I mean, go on. Sorry.
I was just saying that there's like a certain point where if you get too bad whiskey, then it's dangerous because you just put it all in and put so much Coke that you make it too strong. But if you get too good whiskey, then you take a sip and are like, I can't waste this into Jack and Coke. Well, they're good.
Well, I've almost finished my first gallon of Coke.
6 more.
Pepsi the whole time? No! Pepsi is a fallacy. Oh, I do love Jack and Coke. And by I mean Siri. I don't drink. Siri does.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was
such a Redditor right now.
I suppose they must have forgotten.
He's just actually this entire ceremony.
Yeah.
Suppose they must have forgotten the heroes? Everyone forgot the heroes.
Forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact.
I know, he becomes a redeemable character towards the end of ARR and Heavensward, and then like from Heavensward forward, You love him.
It's one of those, because from the first blush, I'm getting big, like, Star Trek Wesley Crusher vibes. The only context for that character that you need to know is there's an entire trope called "Shut Up, Wesley," about the character type that you just want to yell at.
Hi, Fox.
Which I suppose is just Redditor vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see.
I don't particularly mind Alize's Realm Reborn voice.
I don't either. It's just not what I'm used to. It's so like delicate for Alice.
Yeah, but it also fits because she is 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the vibe I'm getting from them now is that they're both like very young.
I believe they start off 16. And then depending on how you interpret time, because quite purposely the game never tells you how much time has passed. It's kind of up to you to sort of make that guess. For most people, I presume years, but mostly because the game has come out over years. So I think a lot of people have experienced this game throughout the years.
Yeah, and Yoshi P doesn't really want to put a timestamp on anything because everyone has their own interpretations and their own Warrior of Light lore.
Right.
So the moment you release an actual timeline of events, it's like, oh, everything kind of crumbles down.
Yeah. Things get chaotic when games like with vague or where they put enough of a timeline to just interconnect it a little bit, puts an official one out. Because that doesn't stop the arguments.
Mm-hmm. Also, I know some people that when they Fantasia, which, as you know, is when you like change your character's appearance, some people, they'll play through the game purposely Fantasiaing because their Warrior of Light died, and then they'll have another one come into the story.
Whoa.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Right, but it's like personal preference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dax, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I will do so.
Oh, I just I just head emptied and I'm already in Limsa.
You what?
I just head emptied and already accepted the Maelstrom one and am in Limsa.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, after this last expansion, Endwalker, a lot of people fantasiaed their characters afterwards because in the story, in their heads, it is a new Warrior of Light.
And they've retired.
And the previous Warrior of Light has retired. So it's entirely up to your discretion, like exactly how the story unfolds. That's why some characters, if you get really attached to them, they've never really confirmed characters' feelings towards you, is because if you feel like your character does have a romance with someone, it's sort of like that's for you to write, not the 14 team.
Yeah, and it seems like the 14 community in general just really loves writing their own lore and
right. So it's just things like that where it's like it's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am not one of those people who I've had my Warrior of Light die and like different Warriors of Light, but throughout me playing, I think I've had like 3 different Warrior of Light designs, and along with those designs, the 3 of them have very different stories. So because I raid so much, all of my stories are very like, I've never sat down and tried to write them out completely. But it is really fun to kind of play with the different aspects of the story and kind of imagine like how your specific character would react.
Yeah.
And the relationships they have.
Yeah, it does it does the groundwork of getting a character, a setting, and a general story, and it gives you a good framework to just start filling. Missy, how was your stream? How far did you get in Final Fantasy 16? Just a second while I give you a shout out. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Eldritch Horror Bread, for anyone new here, and Eldritch Horror from Beyond This Reality. Found old band GameStop or Blockbuster video of games and decided I can make this everyone else's problem. So I'm streaming them. I'm streaming 14, going through Realm Reborn for the first time with Chess Fable over as Socks over here. 24th quest. You have just and you cried again. Understandable. That from what I played of the demo, it has a great story. Yeah, if you want to follow Socks or Siri over there, by all means.
Hi.
And I know you are no lifing it, Misty, so I'm not even going to ask. Go get food and some rest. This is Gridania, right, for the next one?
Head to Cedarwood. So we actually have to do a little bit of walking. We have to go out to Middle Lenosha, and then from there we're going to go to Lower Lenosha. Yeah, I'm constantly rewriting my Warrior of Light story too.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the reason why I can't decide on one story, because the moment I do and I release it to the world, I'm like, oh wait, no, this is a much cooler idea. I'm gonna do that instead. Oh wait, no, this is a much cooler idea. I'm gonna do that instead. So I've never really definitively decided, you know.
Yeah, and you're fully at liberty to do so.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you. For me, currently, my Warrior of Light, she's a Viera. And reading into the Viera, especially the Venus story, a lot of Viera, they leave their home and they kind of choose a new name for themselves. And once you leave, you can't really come back. You're not really supposed to, especially female Viera. Once you leave, it's like you kind of become excommunicated.
Interesting.
And so I think male Viera, it's a lot different, but female Viera, it's like you're either one of us or you're not. So a lot of female Viera who come to Eorzea, they'll pick new names for themselves, and they'll kind of choose their own journeys. And I really liked that aspect for my character.
Yeah, that is a cool bit of lore. And Mecca, I'll answer when I can, but the answer is probably a lot because I have no idea how to sing that song.
I really like the Viera. I think are really cool, and then the Zayla are also really cool. The Zayla are like warrior tribe lizard people. Oh, I ran right past the checkpoint.
Yeah, I know Viera. That's one of the older, like
Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Vera had a falling out with her family and sort of left in a fit of teenage impulsiveness. Good time around. My story, I've never talked about my story before. My story is that my Vera was a runaway bride, so to speak. She was put under a lot of pressure to serve her community in a specific way. And she was given this role that she didn't really agree with. And she'd spent her whole life trying to play this role and this part, only for it to, like, when she started actually coming into her role and getting ready to accept the circumstances surrounding it, she started to think to herself, this is actually, like, it's never going to benefit anyone, and I'm just perpetuating lies that are harming people. And so she had to make the choice of, do I stay and be with the people whom I love, but with the knowledge that what I'm supposed to do will harm them, or do I leave, possibly make their lives better, but never be acknowledged by them again, right? And that was kind of her story.
Damn. I love that. That's amazing.
Thank you. I'm going to disband so we can do this detail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I lord dumped on you.
Nope. I absolutely love lore dumps of just about anything. It's actually kind of great because I play a lot of D&D, so I can like needle out and get details about another player's character or the DM's world that I'm not supposed to have at all. But I just love hearing about what stories people make.
You might recognize some of the characters in this part.
Ooh. Yeah, I think after a certain point of being very good at D&D, there's like the difference between an amazing DM and a great amateur writer starts to blur, and you just like get good at writing. Because that's a skill set.
I've never made it. I've talked before about my experience in D&D. I've never made it all the way through a campaign.
Yeah, that's super common. Ooh, Garland Ironworks engineer. I think in terms of completed campaigns, I've only had one. And a bunch that are in midway with plans to finish. Ooh. Magitech, Garland. Hell yeah.
I think for me, one of the reasons it's so difficult for me to get into D&D is because it takes me a while to get invested in a story. I think part of the reason why I like 14 so much is because I played it along with so many of my friends.
Yeah.
And they would get invested in certain parts, and because I care so much about my friends, especially Spirit, who told me a lot about the story, because they were so invested and I'm so invested in my friends, hearing the story from their point of view, that was the hook, right? And that was why I was like, okay, I want to experience this for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because of that I became so attached to 14. I don't think I ever would have gotten attached to it on my own. I think it's because of the community that surrounds the game.
Yeah, that I think is what actually Mecca just said. I want to run games with all of you so you have an amazing time. Want to make a fun game for everyone. Like how I got into D&D was largely, and what it is for me now is, I had a bunch of friends in college that's what we did weekly, is something to just not do class and homework. And we still do it despite having moved to so many different places, that it's how we keep up and keep in contact. And the fun side stories, like most of a session for us is messing around and we accidentally do plot. It's essentially just all of us having fun and a good time, which being able to get invested in a story and, like you said, having other people help you get involved, like that's just an amazing part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're right, they drop so many references, because there's one that I think there's a total of 3. Like, there's Biggs and Wedge, the forever pair of mooks that is in, or minor character that are always those 2 guys. But then there's also the Tiny Bronco, which was the name of... Before you got the airship in 7, you got a plane by the same name to, I think, get into somewhere that they didn't want you in, which was, of course, owned by the Cid. And then I have a long-running theory with Garland and the name like that. Because the first boss, like, major boss of the first game was just Garland. And I noticed that so many, like, antagonistic factions feel like they just took that name and, ooh, I like this thing. This big old mech. But just took the name Garland and, like, twisted it. Yeah. That end of the Final Fantasy lore.
I just need to rant for 1 second. Somebody needs to teach these NPCs not to stand in the AoEs. What is wrong with them? Look at this man. Look at all that damage you're taking. Who's doing that? Not me. Anyways, I had to rage for a second.
Please do. I see what you did there, Mecha, but you're still right.
Hi, Chan. How are you, dear? Okay, where we're going? Okay, we're gonna go to the DT complete. How grand!
I still have an entire Magitech Vanguard to deal with.
I just let them all stand in the AoE. They'll all die. It's fine. We'll just do it again, but easier.
Do they not see the markers? They're just like...
I think my theory is that the AoE markers are one of the abilities of the Echo. And that's why I was such a good warrior.
That actually makes sense.
They're like, how can you guess where their attacks are going to land? And we're just over there like,
That's a 2-stack marker. Get away from me. There's already 2 over there.
All the game's mechanics are just the Echo.
The Warrior of Light sounds absolutely insane when explaining it, but they're just like, well, you fight primals.
The Scions are sitting there like, okay, teach us how you're so good at this. And you're like, bad orange, bad on ground, bad orange on ground. And they're like, what?
Bad orange on ground.
Bad orange on ground.
Stay off the orange.
There are lines on the floor.
There are lines on the floor.
Well, first of all, we have to talk about your rotation. It sucks. What? Did you just call me fat?
And they're like, rotation. They're like, am I supposed to stand towards the east when I deal damage? Thank you, Mecha, my dear.
Yeah, I think part of what you're saying, Mecha, with that, like, it's hard to get players to roleplay and interact with the world as their character. At least half of it depends on how well they're invested in the story and the world. And the other half is how comfortable they are with everyone else. Like, wait. Oh, back to Limsa. Like, to the point of how well Final Fantasy fans, or 14 players, like writing their own character's backstory and their story. I think at least half of it is that this game got, like, latched on by cosplayers, creative writing communities, people who were able to see a place where they could start writing their own story and just took it. Lower decks, right? Yeah.
So after you complete this next quest, you're going to get a quest called My Little Chocobo, and that's going to be your first mount.
Hell yeah. I am so tired of lower leg cardio exercises. Finally ride in style.
No more jogs for us, and I can show you my my big dog.
Oh yeah, you can.
Sent you the wrong thing. But I did send you a party invite.
I'm going to need a minute to pronounce that, but Bakehana Kamini, thank you so much for following. I hope you're enjoying your time here. And that you're having a good time and good evening. Wait, did I manage to add you as a friend? I have no idea how.
Did you?
Maybe?
Oh, I guess you can be friends with free players.
Well, you learn something new every day. Get
There
over
you
here,
go.
Spirit.
Oh, I'm not logged in at the moment.
Take your time.
I don't know if I have enough of the things. You have to buy a Storm Chocobo issuance.
Hmm.
I don't know if I have enough things for that. Let's see. Materials. Storm Chocobo issuance. Yeah, you need 200 of the little thingies. And that
Dang.
we do not have.
Gonna have to grind. Yeah, I get you, Mecha, that you want to be able to create a world and a setting that's interesting enough that the players want to explore it and learn more and ask questions. And if they don't, then it's like, okay, what went wrong here and how can I improve and get them something that they want to interact with next time? Because, like, a good setting, a part of anything else, is one that just kind of grabs you, shakes you around a bit, a little bit of choking, and then it's just like, oh, I want to learn more about this world.
I don't know how the game wants you to get 200 credits, but what we could do is just do a daily, which is just like a random dungeon.
Sure.
And then we'll have enough to get mounts. Anyone want to do dailies with us? The beginners dailies, the good old Tatasha, Tamtard, Copperbell, and or Ifrit.
I'm hopping in.
All right.
Ace, if somehow you're awake, your time is now. Right, so it's I assume the quartermaster that...
You have to spend 200 of the little things, but we don't have that.
Yeah, I just want to see... Two... Alright. I feel like it's very easy to lose your party members.
I went to the market board. I wanted to see if there was any better gear around.
Actually, did I get any? Nope, I did not get any new gear.
I feel like my gear is rather low for what level I am. Not that it really matters.
Yeah, I got gear level 18.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but
yeah.
I just wanted to see what else was out there. Mick Poseidon. I'll go ahead and buy this. It matters not to me.
Yeah, when we get other people ready for a daily, we can definitely just run one quick.
Yeah, we got Skinks getting on, and then I don't know. Does anybody in my chat want to come? Or anyone in Bread's chat want to come for a daily?
Anyone who plays 14 in here, if you want to get quick, then by all means. Oh yeah, the feeling of I'm so excited for the next... When a player says that they're excited for the next session, or messages use their theory, or the best feeling I've ever had is current campaign I'm running. I have a support staff for all my players, including among other things, doctor and I guess, the second in command behind the party. And having them all say, yeah, I ship those two. Best feeling.
Aww. That is nice, especially when it's
Yeah.
your original character. I think it'd be fun to do a campaign VTubers. What?
So one of my mods is also one of the people I play with, and she just messaged all caps, Bread, why is the doctor a banshee? Because! Simply because I thought the reveal would be funny. Want to play, don't know anything about game, don't want to slow you guys down. Yeah, it's fair. There is a free trial up to level 60 with no limit on playtime, including the award-winning expansions, Heavensward, and whatever that other one is. The copy pasta.
Yeah, Nate, go ahead and come over to Cocktail.
I'm on my way as well.
He's on his way.
Making his way. As well.
As well.
Making his way as well.
This is the most important side quest in the game. That's why I came all the way over here to do it. I'm doing the glamour and dying side quests.
Oh, that is actually important. Like,
oh, that is important.
Like, that's the only way I'm rocking the stylish straw hat right now.
Wait for all of us to get in this party and then queue and get Ifrit. It's so silly when you get Ifrit with players that are like max level full raid gear. It's so fun.
Hey, you jerk! Look who's back! Meanwhile, while this is all happening, I'm just randomly wandering around Limsa.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm on Cactar.
Okay, hold on. I'm doing glam.
Yeah, that's important.
So you said that you'd like to play a campaign with VTubers. Mecha has volunteered to run that anytime. He is very excited for DMing.
Because I know Lobo has been in my chat for a second, and I've been meaning to play a game with Lobo for a really long time. And also this week I had struggles with my health, and there were a lot of other streams we were supposed to do that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's something that like I don't want to make any promises until I know I have the time to do it.
Yeah, for sure, especially for something like a D&D campaign. It's a bit more than like a game. No, because one idea that I had a while ago was like, why haven't any VTubers done a D&D or with another tabletop system, a game or campaign that I'm right, with their VTubers as their players. And then I thought for a minute, I'm like, oh, because some people are like me, and that power scaling just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Like, series lore, like, she's a shop owner. She's a magical creature shop owner. I guess it works.
Yeah, it can work.
Yeah.
Look!
Okay.
We're back!
Well then.
I called it. I was like, we're gonna queue and we're gonna get E3.
Oh, it didn't save the... I thought I edited my the plate.
Welcome to portraits. They're broken. They're always broken.
Yeah.
Mecha.
Yeah, like a bread roll or a crystal skull Sith would be bad. But the bigger problem is, technically I'm a boss monster. Like, I have a stat block for an Eldritch Horror like me that it's just hard to be killed, hard to deal with, and like the bread bodies go down in a literal light breeze. But any other form is just, well, I guess if you can get them into a dark area, they're just dead now because, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, just completely ruins any semblance of balance.
My lore is also all over the place.
Yeah.
Ciri's a magical shop owner. I'm a fae. That's really all I can say definitively.
Hey, 28.
Yeah,
Oh my
same with
goodness.
mine. At least you had that lore video out. I have a Google Doc on my Discord. And all I really know for sure is Eldritch Horror, 4 forms, bread roll, horror form, static, and another human form yet to be revealed. Oh, 266, perfect.
I know, that's why we did it. It's just enough for us to get our chocobos.
And I have a general idea of how that all works mechanically, but beyond that, I have ideas for what stories I could tell with it, but I don't really know how to go about telling those stories, you know?
Right.
Mecha, that is top tier lore. Brain in a jar powering a death machine. You don't really need anything more than that. Thanks for the head pat, Sith.
Okay. Get the chocobo issuance.
Oh, where? After castle.
Okay, we gotta go down under.
Is this something you buy from the Storm Quartermaster, I assume?
Yeah, so you have to go to the quartermaster, look at materials, and it says like chocobo something issuance. Yeah. Hi, Soggy. How are you? Welcome to stream, dear.
Oh, Frag Gym, which is right off the. Hey, the right. Interesting.
Okay, this we can skip because it's just giving us a chocobo. Oh, name my chocobo. I want to name my chocobo Pocket.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Talks in Pocket.
Pocket, like a pouch, but smaller.
Like a pouch, but smaller. Now we can ride mounts.
Finally, we don't have to depend on Skink for an Uber.
Sort of. It's faster if he does it because he can
I've
fly.
lost my purpose. Oh, I've regained my purpose.
I am in awe of how fast you were able to spin that existential crisis around.
My day's been going good. We had some chicken strips before stream. Also, I have like 6 gallons of Coca-Cola because I don't know. I asked for some and I got a lot.
I think I have to name my Chocobo Boca because I just started playing Final Fantasy V on stream, and that's naming your Chocobo in that.
Bokobo.
Bokobo. Oh, I'm starting the next quest.
Yeah. Chocobo, some of the person.
They're just saying, congrats on your chocobo.
Right. Oh, back to the... Pray return to the...
Yeah, pray return to the you know. Pray return to the Waking Suns.
Name him Tyson like the Nuggets.
Sauce, I had honey roasted barbecue. Siri told Brother Owl to get Chick-fil-A sauce, but I continue to be under the impression that when Siri says Chick-fil-A sauce, Brother Owl gets confused and thinks that she means sauce from Chick-fil-A instead of Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's a bit of a mix-up.
Because every time she does, he just brings back one sauce, and I'm not mad about it, but I do think it's funny that she specifically says Chick-fil-A sauce, and then he comes back with one sauce, and she's like, okay. Oh, this literally the next quest gives you 300 seals. It's fine.
Oh.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
We beat up Ifrit. Task failed successfully. Now, Mecha, I would name him Tyson, but I don't want to get my ear bitten off. Man. I love Biggs and Wedge. Like, they're usually the most fun character in any incarnation, but just conceptually, that Final Fantasy VI needed 2 characters to be in, like, your beginning game party, and they die as part of the first boss. But everyone loved them so much that they just keep up. They have shown up without fail in every game after.
You know, it's funny because I didn't know that Sid was a returning character throughout Final Fantasy, but Sid is in the Kingdom Hearts series. And so when I first played 14 and I saw Sid, I remember squinting and being like, isn't that the guy from Kingdom Hearts?
Wait, what's a Kingdom Hearts person doing in a mainline game?
They arrived but recently.
The Kingdom Hearts reference. Yeah, that's what I thought actually.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of
Final Fantasy and its like lore and recurring characters is so weird. Because they never come in the same form or like the same role, except for Sid, who's always involved with the airship. But he still is in 15, well, I guess 16 now, different vibes each time.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like
Oh yeah, thanks for coming by, Sith, and have a good rest of your night.
Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to
offering us an
I saw it to the next cutscene. It's voiced.
Yeah, I'm there too. I managed to catch up. Finally.
Ramuh's existence is well documented.
Ramuh.
Do not, or perhaps cannot,
I love the sylphs actually.
insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the Primal has passed.
which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania.
Oh, Spirit, can you DM me what the next duty is?
Yeah.
I'm over here. It's driving me a little bit crazy that I don't remember.
I get that feeling so much.
Because I just heard like 3 different things it could possibly be, and now my head is spinning.
Yeah, my head's spinning for a different reason. Like, I know Garuda and the other one and Ramu have shown up a lot in the series. I don't remember them in the slightest.
Okay, yeah, it is the next thing that I thought about. I actually, this next dungeon that we're about to do, I haven't done it since it was reworked.
Oh, nice. It's going to be a surprise for everyone, especially me. She's talking about politics and how important diplomacy is, and she's going to be, and she leaves it to the mute cat boy in a silly hat. Truly the best we have to offer. Wait.
That was another thing about my Warrior of Light that I like to write in the story. She, for the majority of her time with the Scions, she never really spoke. It's not that she was really shy or that she couldn't, she just doesn't like to speak, really. She's kind of mute in that way. It's just her nature. So she really only, like, would speak when
spoken
it was
to?
really, pressed upon her, like when she actually absolutely had to.
Yeah, I get that. I haven't really thought about that much for, like, the scraps of the story that I'm passively thinking about. But partially because IRL, I have gone... Before I started streaming, I've gone a week without talking to anyone, just accidentally. Despite what being on stream and talking to me in a call would be like, offline, I'm really quiet.
Well, there is a bit of that, like, when you are streaming, you're like the main focus of everything that's going on. So you feel obligated to talk.
Yeah,
but
like, that's what you're doing here. You're talking for it, and that's where you get it out.
IRL, I'm actually quite reserved.
Yeah.
So I don't really talk a lot when I'm out in the world. But when I'm talking with my friends on Discord or when I'm streaming, I will talk, like, a lot.
Yeah, it's
Thanks for the hydrate, Pete.
It's one place where I guess part of it is like on stream or in a call with friends. You want to talk with the people who come in and with the friends in the call.
Right. I just had a shiver.
Oop. Yeah, I get that. Talking, like, a little bit of anxiety and nervousness when it comes to talking, despite it literally being your job.
I have to say, I don't get nervous talking to people IRL. I worked, well, not I'm talking about Siri, of course.
Yeah.
Worked with people for most of her life, right?
Yeah, I was also responding to a chat comment.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I went off on it.
Right.
Because it rings true to me. I think it's kind of alarming to me personally when people call me shy, when it's not that, right?
Yeah, where it's not that you're shy, it's more of that you're listening and don't really have much to add or much of an opportunity to add to the conversation. Because I've gotten that a lot where either people assume that I'm not listening or shy or not talking, but it's like the truth of it is I don't really have a good in for the conversation, or I've attempted 3 times and everyone just talked over me, and then they're all surprised when I bring up some detail that, like, we didn't know you were listening. Well, what else was I doing? Very skipper.
Anyway, sorry to cut your chat off.
You're good. You're good.
Something I'm passionate about.
Yeah. Where am I going next? Hawthorne. Oh. I'm just going to teleport there. Ooh, door-to-door sales. That Mecha, that is intense. And like streaming anxiety, like you mentioned there, it's a different sort of thing because if you don't get a sale for a door-to-door sales, then it's just, that tracks. That's about the record. But streaming, there's a lot more of, it's easy to get in your head. I have no idea how I've ended up not getting to a point where I don't really have stream anxiety. By all accounts, it makes no sense. I guess it's because I moved all the anxiety elsewhere.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Siri doesn't have stream anxiety as much with video games any longer. But working on commission, for some reason, on stream, it like gets kind of under her skin. And she struggles to do that. There's so many times when Siri will be working and it'll be like, I should stream this, but there's so much uncertainty in the Owl House about like, is she going to have to get up in 5 minutes and deal with something? Is something horribly wrong going to happen? And it's like, we never want to like go live and then 10 minutes later it's like, oh, this isn't going to work out.
Yeah, I get that for sure. That's a big reason why when I started out, I could never stream like weekly on a regular schedule because I just didn't know if I'd have the apartment that I shared with 3 roommates in college to myself.
Right.
Because the walls were so thin, it just wasn't worth streaming if anyone else was home because you could hear them. Oh, and also, Mecha did want to say that you didn't cut him off at all. That good timing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It is sometimes like you'll overhear somebody and then they'll be talking and then you'll be like, oh, this is a chance for me to talk about this thing that I like think about all the time, and then you would like word vomit and then they're just standing there staring at you and you're like, oh, this wasn't about me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And no worries about that because here the normal point when I stream is generally when the ADHD medications are wearing off, so there's a reason that I have a counter for how often I've been just completely sidetracked and went off on a wild tangent. And there's also a reason it's never been reset and I've completely forgotten about it.
Wait, Brad, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you on First Impressions?
Yes. Speak with Rosa Hawthorne.
Let me see what I've got. I've got this one. Hop on.
Oh, shoot. How do you ride? Well,
there you go.
So given the people you live with, I'm kind of... Nah. Very loud. Yeah, they were very loud people talking. And I don't find you at fault, Botanical, because you were one of the fun, loud people. What is this song?
It's forward and back, and then forward and back, and then one step forward.
What the hell are these mounts?
This will be relevant a lot later on.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll make sense at the time, but at this point, I'm just a cat boy in a hat riding a mech.
I'll do another one next time.
Are mounts saved to like account, or do you just have these?
If you are really bad at saving money, then yes, they are. If you get mounts through playing the game, then no, they are not.
Oh, the lunar whale.
Hoverboard.
Oh shoot, riding Mount C.
This is me flexing how much money I have spent on this game.
You spent how much for Final Fantasy IV reference?
This one is especially expensive, but I believe this one was a gift.
Oh, nice.
I did. I just pulled a whale out of my pocket. Is that a whale in your pocket? You're just happy to
Literally
see me.
whaling. Oh, Mecha has one more thing to say, that it's all good for work. His job is controlling conversation, making sales, so when he's not at work, more than happy to let someone else talk for a change.
Very fair.
I can see that. Like, you want to do what you don't want to do the thing you do at work all day. Yeah, like the opposite of streaming.
Hello, I've returned.
Welcome.
That.
This seems nostalgic.
Yeah, I was like, you just sold one of these.
Yeah.
8-seater is important, but most of these were gifts. Either I got these as gifts, or I did these in exchange for a commission.
That's what the music is. It's Fiddle to Chocobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna casually take my entire carriage inside of this building. Okay, thank you.
I love the games that just let the players do the stupidest things with no reference to it. Just, yeah, you can do whatever. Oh,
this man's mustache.
For that explains it so well. So I also tweeted this, but when I was playing the 16 demo, you fight a Marlboro, but the game refers to it as a Marlboro Bowl, which 14 does as well. And in all fairness, the game does flip-flop on what that monster is called. Some call it a Marlboro, some's a Marlboro, some's a something else. But the first games I played always referred to it as a Marlboro. And I find it funny because it's the one that main attack is bad breath, and it's named the same as a cigarette company. Let's go.
Showering us with money.
Red, would you and your co-streamers like some tea? And not my normal tea, which is just hot motor oil. Actual tea. I mean, I'll take the motor oil.
I will pass on the motor oil. I would love some tea.
I'll take some nuts and bolts.
Anything that's not Coca-Cola, which I have 7 gallons of.
Oh, got it. What, back up from 6.
Alright, we have to dance. Alright, let's show off our dance moves. So cool. Skink, dance with us.
Come on. You must.
Oh, I'm on the spot. I'm on the spot.
You're on the spot. You're spot.
Do it. 1 tea, 1 mecha tea, and 1 mecha crumb cake coming up.
Oh, what good dance moves! What a pro dancer. Oh, you're out of breath? Did you dance too much?
We sprained something.
No sleep. Too much dance, no sleep.
Oh no!
There's no sleep, only dance.
Cute. I love their little baby faces.
Yeah, they're somehow still cute, but if you look enough, a little disconcerting. It's good design, but overall very cute. Was your jig insufficiently jiggy? Excuse me, my jig was jiggy enough. Thanks for the lurk. Nice seeing you around, Mecha. Weak silence.
Oh, these potions are not important. I'm never gonna use them.
I just took one. Oh, not lurking. Just wanted to raise a flag. I love how many people come into the stream, see the raised flag of presence, which I think in the description straight up says used for when you want to lurk and don't want me to talk to you, but raise it anyway.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's why I've got the high chest redeem for 1 point in my chat. Is like, if you want to state that you're lurking, but you don't necessarily like want me to make conversation with you, that's there just for me to be like, oh hi, and then move on.
Yeah, that's where I got the idea for my redeem, but
yeah.
I think I can name it something more. Oh, hey Taka, I seen in.
You do lots of dancing. Hi, Spirit.
I love the.
Hello.
I love the music for this area.
Isn't it cute?
It is. And also,
I love the subs.
Speaking of, I thought that having the mitosis redeem be 5 times the normal price would make less people redeem it, but I see nothing actually stops you people. Okay, given the reaction, I should probably actually name it to something a lot easier to see at a glance what it's for.
Yeah, we need to rename Siri's redeems because she has the Yorha redeem, but sometimes she'll be wearing her Yorha outfit, and people will be like, "Ooh, what is this?" And then they'll redeem it, and it just puts her back to normal, and they're like, "Oh, that's not what I thought it would be."
Yeah, I should probably do that too, because I have exotic butters, which butters the bread model, and it could probably... Wait, I just have to poke them? This isn't the next quest, but I'm curious.
Not the next quest. I also made that distinction.
Yeah.
It is really fun to go back and do all of the side quests that they have.
Yeah, especially the ones that are like the tutorial ones for like, here's some emotes you can do.
Yeah, there's a couple of special dances you can get from the main cities.
Yeah.
By doing side quests.
I did make sure to stop off and get the Limsa Lumenza step dance because I like that one.
That one's really fun. You get this quest because I think if we attack together, it makes it easier.
Right. You know what? Worth it. That got me to level 29.
There you go. Now I even marched.
Hey. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Oh. I should also move the Blender Donut Firewatch because right now it's being covered by the chat cover.
Skink! Skink, when you're in our party, we aggro everything.
Oh.
This is your fault specifically. Oh,
you're too high level. We're in danger. They attacked one and all three turned around.
It thought we could take them and they were wrong. Ah, here it is. Get over here and help us mitigate. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot where that redeem pops up, which is under all the visual clutter. I should go through and trim redeems.
You know, the one, really expensive one I need to just get rid of. It honestly, like, I don't even think people like it all that much. It's really mean. I just need to get rid of it.
No, you don't. I am 10,000 points away from redeeming that myself, and you cannot get rid of it until I redeem it. Oh, shoot, I should get your... I don't think I have your stream up. I could have been earning points this entire time. Where?
No! It's not even worth it.
It is. It definitely is. Granted, maybe not at that moment of tabbing out in order to leave you to fight these alone. That might not have been worth it.
What is this? What's attacking me right now? I can't even see it. It's so small.
Could be anything. Who in the party is pulling aggro? Bread and socks at the same time. Yes! Oh, it's just a boring little weevil. How
yeah,
dull.
it's a boring little guy. Okay, let me... Do I have anything cool? We're just gonna do this again. I'm sure the self-smelt mind doesn't have much pollution.
Sorry, Mecca. I mean, it's propeller-based. It's fine.
Fine. Clean energy.
I don't mind us. We just brought a Garlean war machine into your camp.
That's actually not Guardian, but it's the same difference.
A Garland war machine. Or whatever it is from.
I don't know if it's spoilers if I tell you, so I'm just not going to say anything.
Alright. Ooh, we're fighting mechs now. Strange. Quick, plug Mecha's brain into the war machine. He wants to play. I think that's the next nearest. Wait, why am I... Ah, yeah, that's what it is. I finally got the the tutorial for how to dismount.
Actually, get my...
No longer am I slow. Oh, the power. Well, I suppose I could have just teleported over there. Now,
It's okay. We just got mounts.
yeah, we just got mounts. Just gonna enjoy them for a bit.
Yeah, going for a stroll.
Yeah. I suppose regardless of whether or not your mount has the ability. Or a drive. That works. Well, careful on that. You're going to attract people to joust on that motorcycle.
Ah. It's okay, I got rid of it.
Good. Mounts are so fun.
I want to at least get... I don't know how far away the next dungeon is, but I think it'd be nice to get to the next dungeon. And then call it a stream.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how close we are to the next dungeon?
What's the name of your quest?
We're currently on Presence of the Enemy.
You're 10 quests away.
Oh my goodness.
Holy.
I don't know how quickly that's going to go.
Because it seems like so far it's on just the quick little fetch quests of go around as we bring time for content.
Right? It's kind of like we're trying to get the here. We're trying to get the Self's favor.
Yeah, we're getting that groundwork. If a small cat fae pulled up beside Mecha on a motorcycle and challenged me to race, I'd turn it down. No way it could win. Impossible. Just saying, but you're just saying the truth. Especially... Oh, what are yous?
Yeah, I remembered that there was like a really long part of MSQ where there wasn't really much content. Actually, most of ARR, I think, is mostly just like quests kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then a sparse like actual dungeons.
Yeah, sparse dungeons, and because there's that guy standing in front of the Waking Sands that... Oh, it's a carbuncle!
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Isn't he cute?
So adorable. And we're still getting aggroed.
Well, that's because we're
Blame them.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
Aggro time. Aggro time all the time.
Carbuncle.
Carbuncle.
I'll do a high potion. Brotherly love.
Oh, great. You're just saving up for Scottish bread again. Ah, that's always fun.
Oh no, Claxio wandered off.
Oh. Oh no. Well, that's
we
not
have
good.
to go save Claxio.
Have to save the little man. The dude.
Little man.
Eh? Out. Yeah, the mounts are so far, they just get better. Just a silly little guy. That corgi's pulling aggro.
Aggroing everything. Get away from me!
Ooh.
Okay, I balked until they left. Except for this boring weevil. Fine.
Yes, so still boring.
So boring.
Right, I'm here to pull aggro if you need it.
There. And we can just run. Oh, you got it. You're beating them up.
Run away!
So much dedication.
Get to the crumpin'. Such dedication was not my intention. Ooh.
How much farther? Okay, so he went deep into the forest. Okay.
Ow.
I'm gonna aggro everything, but it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, of course you're going to aggro everything. Look at the mountain you're on.
I'm on a peacock.
Like, how can you not aggro everything?
Everything wants a piece of... I'm not gonna say that. Thank you, Sorky.
Big, beautiful peacock.
My beautiful peacock.
I just passed my job quest place, but yeah, more important things.
Oh, right, we have to disband the party.
Oh, yeah. Meddling One's back.
Yeah.
This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Mixa this one will never go back. Never!
Come back! Don't go over there. There's danger over there.
Wow, like immediate. Touch ones should go away too. This one's a good one. Everyone should leave this one alone. The struggles of an introvert at like noon on a weekend.
No. Oh gosh, I almost spilled drink everywhere.
Yeah, that would have been bad to spill the 7 gallons that Koki's got.
Alright, here we go.
Let's mitigate. Let's also mitigate. My mitigation's up there. So much soda.
I have so much soda. I'm beat up forever. Which is good, because after this, I have to raid.
Fun! Okay, the fun thing about being so... just how much over-leveled and powered they are. Oh, sweet! I guess the rebalanced content of this, they have like little character sprites whenever someone talks now, which... that's pretty cool.
Say what?
Like they didn't have it for the earlier content, those instances, but now they have whenever someone talks in the middle of it, instead of just a speech bubble, they've moved to having character sprites as well.
It's really nice. They like just added that.
Nice. Okay, I think I now actually have my rotation down, and I know what buttons to push when.
It does take a minute.
Yeah. Huh. Ran away.
I know, I was chasing after it. I was like, get back here, but it
I want to fight you. I want to fight you on the grounds that you're called a Morble and not a Malboro. Meddling helpful one. And we have become accepted.
We are officially one of them.
One of them, one of them, one of them, one of them.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, now you can hop on.
Ride pillion. There you go.
There you go. Get to listen to this song.
All the time. And I see you've I love the glamour options, and I'm tempted to spend actual money on this once I get off the free trial for the just aggressively modern clothes. Like
really cute though. I really like them.
Oh yeah, like they're the best, some of the best things that for like glamoring. It still won't not be funny to me. Like what you said earlier about Final Fantasy XIV just being a Final Fantasy theme park. It's like, yeah.
That's really all it is.
It's there's even tourists in comfy park-going clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazingly apt. I think the elder of these selves... Mount speed?
Every time your mount speed will increase.
Oh.
And it makes it a little faster to traverse across the areas.
Oh, interesting. Is it just by, like, quest and story completion, or...
Mm-hmm. And then eventually you can buy maps that make your mount speed go faster, but it's only for when you're on the ground. It doesn't benefit you when you're in the air. And usually once you get past base ARR, all of the areas you jump up in the air anyways.
Yeah. Well, interesting mechanic, but shame.
We're gonna go back to Gradonia.
Oh, for Gradonia.
I'm so close to 30.
Yeah, bit over a quarter away. Yes, small friend. Saved. Now we need to find our next friend to save.
I probably need about 1,000 XP.
Oh, that is close. I am at 24 out of 65.
Yeah, I'm really close. 63 out of 65. So,
Oh, Adder's Nest. Where's...
like 1,050. I'm gonna go back to Bed Branch.
Hang on, I got completely lost.
You're good. It's just across the bridge.
Ah. Oh, yeah. Just right there. Emeka says make sure you bring your food helmet to the raid. He meant good helmet, but also bring the food helmet.
I would love to bring the food helmet. Food's so hardcore, you need a helmet.
Hell yeah. Waiver and a helmet. Same with any food that comes in a... Well, not really bucket food. Never mind on that. That's kind of meh. You either get good food in a bucket or bad food in a bucket.
Makes me want chicken.
Hmm. And yeah, I have thought that, Mecca, that... Oh, do we get a... Where are we going next?
I don't know if you can teleport here.
I can't. I haven't attuned to that. I haven't attuned to any of those. I'll make my way.
Yeah, you'll probably have to walk. I had to come here because of the healer quest.
Ah, that is far out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
How did I get stuck here? I got stuck in a little crevice between the deck and a rock. I don't know how. Hey, sound. The mitosis is made more expensive because I'm in a collab and don't want to keep on tapping in and out of the game all the time. So, yeah. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, Dippin' Dots. That's food that you need a helmet. And that comes in my baseball helmet most of the time.
Oh,
hell yeah!
I had Dippin' Dots since Siri was small.
Yeah. Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future. Except it never was. It's like, screw it, I'll be in the Holiday Inn. Yeah, I would totally stay in a hotel room a random night if it wasn't for the cost, just for a change of pace. Yeah, the Direct yesterday, Nintendo Direct yesterday, that was pretty good. A lot of good things announced, like remaking Super Mario RPG and a couple other stuff. Not sure, Socks, if you've been interested in or looked at the Direct or anything caught your eye from there.
I don't tend to watch the Nintendo Directs, mostly because I don't have a Switch.
Yeah,
that would do it.
And so it's like, why would I watch the Direct when it's like a bunch of games that, if I do ever get a Switch, like I would still have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to you know, play them.
Yeah.
Overhydrate and posture check.
They're expensive.
They are expensive. Because I've been keeping my eye on them. I have alerts for when their price drops on Amazon. But within the past year, the price has only dropped to under $200 once.
Oh, yeah, that's... I was talking about the game, I didn't even think about the system, but like the games, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild is still like...
Still $60.
Yeah. Or about. Yeah, Dippin' Dots would be nice with more flavors. And it was a fun idea, but I think too novelty to really take off. Because, like, a tub of high-quality, like, Hudsonville ice cream if you're in the Midwest, or just, like, whatever the good local, more local brand near you is, it just... Ice cream's the one thing that I have broken the rule of don't get used to the nice expensive stuff, because the cheap stuff is good so long as you don't have a taste for expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going?
All the way down to the end of the Limsa Market Quarter.
Ah. I swear, Limsa Luminza is the most disorienting place to warp into because everyone's in the plaza and there's like so it's like a raid. It's the same effect that I have when I look into people doing like savages or whatever. Really like, yes, Disc Trader, Breath of the Wild for 40. Still crazy, but better because it's better than 60 or 70.
Mm-hmm. It's still a lot of money. So it's kind of like, it's part of the reason why I don't watch Nintendo Direct. It's like,
yeah.
It's all of these games that I have to play. For some of them, you have to play games before you can play that game, which means you have to like double or triple the price sometimes to even enjoy it.
Like, why
And
keep looking at this information of something that you can't really do anything with yet? That's why I'm trying to stay away from 16.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, Cormit has invited me. Well, not me specifically, but Siri. He's invited to come on to play 16 with him. And by play 16 with him, I mean watch as he plays 16. It's something we talked about doing. I don't know if we will do it though, because I know that Siri really wants to experience it for herself.
Yeah, and 16, I feel bad because Ace, who was in my chat, and Misty, who raided in, they both are like blitzing. Like, I think took the day off as much as they could to just blitz 16 as far as they could because they were so excited for it. But I'm still on the fence and kind of Airport. Who's gonna take a fair? Airport. But I'm like on the fence of getting it. I usually wait a month or so after release to make sure that all the bugs have been patched out, all like the day ones. And I'm also trying to beat a couple other games first. Like I got back into Harvestella and I got to the Lighthouse quest.
Oh my god.
I'm nervous. But
Hey Socks, you loved the Lighthouse quest, didn't you?
I love the Lighthouse quest.
Definitely not the reason why you had to take a 3-week vacation to Fiji, right?
Well, I definitely have played Harvestella since the Lighthouse quest.
I assume it's a case of the storyline is just what were they thinking when they wrote it.
The story. Oh, sorry. So the side quests are like, side quests do as side quests do. But the story itself was kind of dry, and I kept reading more and more reviews where it's like, game is beautiful, music is beautiful. It is very hard to get invested in the story, and the farming elements of the game are so accessory to the RPG elements that it almost feels like you don't get any sort of fulfillment by doing the farming, because at some point after you build up your farm, it just kind of runs itself and you have such an excess of money, it's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. The way I feel it with that is that the game, it tried to do RPG elements and farming in a way that's better than other people attempted, but it did them in such a way that it was just so half-baked on both accounts.
Cat is going to look great. Never mind, it's not going to look like anything.
And really, I'm only playing it because it hasn't gotten to the point where it's meh. but I'm intrigued enough in the world and all the other things that I'm still interested, and it's a good kind of head empty game. But yeah.
Well, especially since the game has virtually no voice acting was the other thing.
That too.
And my voice was getting so tired after streaming so much Harvestella that I was kind of like, I don't know if I do want to keep playing this game.
Yeah, from the amount of reading for the dense cutscenes, I can see that being murder on your throat. And I know you had to bring on other people to help with the voice acting just because it was so...
I might have screwed us.
Sucks. Please, we're only Sprouts still.
We might die. I'm gonna bring us over here for a second and just do one of these.
Oh, that's why you're a healer.
All right, here's the first objective.
Anyway. Oh shoot, Mecha, you bring up a good point. I completely forgot I was doing a challenge run on New Vegas. It's been so long since I streamed that. I was trying to go through the game with a challenge run of only using, like, the starting level 0 revolver and never improving the weapon at all. And I just kind of got excited for other stuff and stopped playing. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. I don't know, Sound. I think the Elephant Mario power-up, that was pretty fun. Just, it depends on what corner of the internet you're in. Sorry, just trying to catch up on my chat.
Oh, yeah, good, good. Time to listen to our favorite song.
Again. Here.
I like the part when they say forward and back.
And back and forward and forward and back.
Back and forward and back.
Forward and back. So much. Best game from the Direct? I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for, because, well, I have pre-ordered Pikmin 4, and I've always loved the Pikmin games because of the vibe of the world. It's just like a sad kind of peaceful after the end. I don't know, there's something I like about a good apocalypse, of how it's all past and enough time. It's like the Ghibli apocalypse, you know, like Castle in the Sky, where something happened, but it's been so long that nobody really remembers what it was, and it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is one of the most, like, off-the-trail side quests I think we have ever done. Why are we here again? I don't remember.
I don't even know. What's this for Blue Pikmin? He's fine. The Blue Pikmin is fine. Ah! 1 or 2, Black Shroud. Okay, where am I in relation to this quest?
You're on the other side of the map. I don't even know.
Skink, is this you right by me? Please tell me it is.
That's me.
There's a friend, by the way.
Yeah. Can I invite to party? Or... Okay, I'm going to leave this party.
Yeah, we'll disband.
And join...
Thank you for the snow, Sickly.
And join Skink for the scuba.
Where do you need to go?
Buscarun's Truthers. Black Shroud, so... like, between Camp Tranquil and the Quarry Mill Aetherite.
Oh, I don't know how I can get you there.
If you go to, the... What is it? Not Quarry Mill, whatever that... Never mind, I don't know how to help.
Well, it's just I'm not sure where the quickest way is, because I'm not sure where it's telling me to go.
I think if you look at
so it's Black Shroud. I'm just going.
Shroud.
I know. I'm just going to teleport to Bent Branch Meadows and go south from there. That was just a weird. Where the heck were we? Where the heck are we going?
Honestly, we just need another Aetheryte.
We just need more Aetherites everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Especially if they're going to make us travel all the way across the map.
Yeah.
Or really, why did we do that?
Why? For what reason? I mean, I guess we have Molotovs now, which is pretty cool, but...
Oh gosh, the sneezes!
Bless you!
Thank you. I sneezed so hard my headset almost came off.
Ah! That's, honestly just impressive. But no, I have a theory for why the blue Pikmin is always the one that's abused in any official art. Look at its face. It's the only one that naturally has a frowny face or a mouth at all. So of course it's going to be the one that looks like it's in distress, because it's halfway there. And yeah, purple Pikmin, I miss them. The just big chubby dudes that you could throw and literally flatten something for a bit. They were fun.
I haven't played Pikmin since since Siri was very small, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I got 3 recently on the Switch and played a obtained copy of 2. But that was one that I played. Supposed to put it in terms, that was one of the first games I found when I started squatting in the Blockbuster. Very young. And it just was too hard. Pikmin 1, it's time limited. I could not get my head around. Hey, we're level 30.
Congrats!
Hell yeah.
And I haven't finished the job quest, so we can't go pop out to get Dragoon.
I don't know how to get to this one.
Speaking of, where are you?
I'm trying to get a little bit ahead so that I can do my job quest. Really quickly. But I think it might be one of those job quests where I have this big duty. Since I think it is the White Mage job quest.
If it is your upgrade, then yeah, there's always an instance for those.
Honestly, depending on how you want to do it, we could kind of call stream here soon and come back. Just do a jump cut where, yeah, we were totally our job class the entire time. Don't know what you're talking about.
I do know in 20 minutes we will have to end regardless.
Yeah.
It's just been a really dry patch with the story where it's like, now go here, now go here. I was kind of hoping we get to the next dungeon, and if we do get to the next dungeon, I'd like to do that before we end, regardless of if we have our jobs or not.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're on Selfish Concerns right now. It was like last time we checked was 10 away? How close are we to the next dungeon?
Selfish Concerns does not take that long. The next one after is Nouveau Reach. Do you know how far we are from Totorock?
The very next quest is Totorock.
Okay, so we're
perfect.
really close.
Yeah, we could totally do it this time. am I? There am I.
We're almost there.
We're getting there.
I don't know that I want to taste Totoro, but I see what you mean, Nate.
Hey, I will taste whatever.
Is quite poisonous.
I will taste whatever this dungeon has to. This game has to offer.
Oh no! I do have the cookbook for this game.
I saw that. That one, and there's another like video game cookbook. I think it's just like general cases, so it has Mario inspired dishes, probably a couple Final Fantasy or 14 ones, and like definitely a bunch of Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley stuff.
That sounds nice. I think a Harvest Moon cookbook would be really nice.
For sure. I'll get you the Fallout cookbook. Oh, that has to be.
No.
That has to be a fun one. Currently most overpowered Pikmin. I don't know. It's also been a while since I played a Pikmin game. But it depends. Interesting. Glow Pikmin. I don't remember which one that's from. Oh well. No, I really want to like get a couple like more elaborate or out there cookbooks, like the Final Fantasy cookbook.
It's really nice. The recipes are actually really nice, and there's a recipe for pizza. Only thing about the recipe for pizza in the 14 book is that it requires you to buy store-made crust.
Ah.
So it doesn't actually like give you a recipe for crust. Can this mob please go away? Go away.
Oh, it's from 4. Yeah, no, I didn't watch the direct at all. Actually, the only way I usually, because they're at a weird time for me, the way I usually take in the direct is I just see what everyone's losing their mind about over on Twitter. It hasn't actually failed me before. I am usually able to get whatever the big thing from the announcement is. Ooh, Trader in the Mist. Regular mine dine on thin soup slid Civa's pine account for another, pouring best wines and finest cuts of meat. Ooh. Yeah, no, that is damning evidence of a guy who shouldn't be able to afford it just randomly buying the highest, the best things.
Oh, Totoro is the one with the really long cutscene at the end of it.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh no.
The one before the final boss, that by the time new players get out, they've already killed it.
Oh, right. The only thing that mattered in the direct was Legend of the Seven Stars. Is that a IP? Is it a new one or one that was existing?
That's a remake of Super Mario RPG. Legend of the Seven Stars is the subtitle.
Oh, I see.
Oh. I haven't seen the one of the Magic Yo-Yo or whoever. No, I did see a little bit. It seemed interesting, and it works on. Although the pedigree of worked on a Sonic game could be good, could be interesting.
Oh, Shar, that's great. Also, hi, Shar. Welcome to stream.
Hi, Shar. Good. There. Now, I believe I was busting you from your racket. Ah, yes.
I have to beat this guy up. He called me a bad word.
Oh, definitely. Get him. Hey. Get back here, you jerk. I'm assuming that I'm a little bit behind you in this quest.
Probably a little bit. I'm in a duty right now.
Ah. Yeah, it seems like I'm about to instance in.
Yeah, pay attention to what he says. He calls you a bad word.
Oh. Ah!
You need to beat him up.
What? Hang on. Enemy is just insisting on hitting me the moment it fades to black.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Jerk. Absolute jerk.
I know, he was so rude. I'm glad I beat him up. Look at him.
I need to keep this up. What is a match I've done? Enough, I say. You literally were talking about how you're selling patrol routes. This is over then. Hey, I sold maps and rations to the Empires. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. Those are good, strong, proud to join the ranks. Am proud, but they do not provide. Preach justice on our duty. In the end, there's money. It's those with money who do as they will. Those who live as they will. And I'm just going to kind of click ahead.
He calls you a bad word, though. I don't know if they say it for men.
I'm skimming that. See, I got called a bloody idiot.
Oh, okay. No, they say something even meaner to women.
How dare they? I am going to go right for this guy out of principle.
Yeah, he called me a bad word. Beat him up.
Get him. No, I don't even care what you have to say anymore. You.
The first time an NPC in this game called me a bitch, my jaw dropped, and I was like, "They call you that?
They can do that?
They do quite a lot, actually. If you play as a female character, they call you that a lot."
Wow. I'm kind of curious. I need to check what the rating is because last I saw, it was a big deal that 16 was rated M and the like.
Oh, I know 16 is a lot darker.
Yeah, or at least would push the rating to be less, more mature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have Becca on the side of kick this guy's ass. To quote, first, I'm gonna kick your ass. Then you're gonna apologize. Then I'm gonna cut your head off. And prepare to worf some flamin'. Amazing. But you were saying?
When I was truly a sprout, I had aggroed too many enemies at once. And they were humanoid enemies, and one of them killed me and then looked down at my dead body and went, "Stupid bitch," and then walked away. It was an NPC. I was stunned. I just sat there and stared at my computer, and I was like, did it really kill me and then call me a stupid bitch?
That's just rude.
It did.
14's rated teen. I guess they can just do that on a teen game. Huh.
Yeah, so if you play as a woman, they are extra mean to you in this game.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip because we're getting to... Alright.
Alright, I have got the dungeon.
I have to turn in this quest quick.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. You've got time. I'm gonna start putting our party together. Nate, are you coming for this one? Oh, Skink, are you coming for this one?
I will, but I will have to head out the moment we finish, though, especially considering that last cutscene is very long.
So here's the thing. you said you had to like leave at 10 for sure. Can we do this in, let's call it 5-6 minutes?
Probably not because of that cutscene.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I have to. The only reason why I have to leave is because I want an hour before raid. That's the only reason why. So we can do this dungeon really quick.
Or we could start strong. Just saying. Like, if you need an hour to rest and decompress, then yeah, take it, because raiding is, yeah.
I'm okay with doing it, if you asking.
It would be pushing a bit, admittedly. I'm sorry.
Okay. In that case, we'll just do it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and considering I don't want to put any rush on the fact that at the end of this dungeon, you do meet a very, very, very important character.
Mm.
And this way we can hard cut and totally have had our job classes unlocked for the entire time.
We'll be so ready for Totoro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to be brainwashed as a dragoon.
All right then. Well, I appreciate everyone coming to stream today. It was a really good time. We got lots of questing done. Certainly.
Yeah, we certainly did a lot of side quests.
We did a lot of side quests.
So many side quests.
Goodness, a lot of people are streaming 16, but I'm not going to dump us into a 16 because I know a lot of us are avoiding it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wow. Of the people to raid, the most I have is Starship Troopers, Art, or Yakuza 4.
I'm
going to mute. Oh, and my stream. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you coming by, watching, and chatting, and just talking. It was a whole lot of fun. I'll be on probably this weekend. I want to do a bit more Final Fantasy V for the 4-job fiesta, and I'll be just stay around for the raid. We'll see you over raid, and it'll be fun for regardless.